Alright guys, back with another how-to video. This time I'm going to show you guys how to start a business for stock trading. In this video I'm going to explain why to make a business and also when you should make a business. The next step I'll explain how you can form that business, how much it'll cost, and lastly just how to manage that business, paying taxes and everything. So I would say a majority of professional traders incorporate. At least the majority of the professional traders that I work with have a business that they trade under. And there's two reasons we do that. The first one isn't the main reason, but it is important, is limiting your liability. It prevents you from being personally liable for business debts and obligations. And it's a good thing because that way your personal credit doesn't get messed up if your business isn't able to pay its debts on time. Also, if there's any legal action brought to your business, it's not you who's getting sued, it's the business, so you are protected by doing this. Now the second reason, and really the main reason we incorporate, is the pass-through taxation or the deductions that we're able to get as a business. Now what I mean by this is when you're a business, your profit and your losses get to go onto your personal income. This means that instead of getting taxed on the net profit that your trading account has made at the end of the year, like most traders do, instead your profit is taxed after you remove all the necessary expenses your business has made that year. These business expenses are also referred to as tax deductions, and it is the main reason why us professional traders make a business. So in my opinion, there's really only two things you need to have as a trader in order to incorporate. The first thing, and the one that's really important, is have business expenses. Like I mentioned before, tax deductions are the main reason us traders incorporate. Now I know what you're thinking. There's no way a working from home trader can have that many business deductions. Well, you'd be surprised how much of the money you spend counts as a business expense. The deductions I'm going to refer to come from the book 475 Tax Deductions for Businesses and Self-Employed Individuals. Keep in mind this book is from 2019, so laws may have changed. Now let's talk about the obvious things you can deduct, things pertaining to your home office. If you're using your home office for your stock trading business, then pretty much you can deduct anything pertaining to that area. This includes computers, headphones, desk, chair, monitor, printer, softwares, phone and phone plan, office supplies. Pretty much anything in that office can be deducted. On top of that, because you are working from home, your rent or mortgage can be deducted also. With that includes Wi-Fi fees and expenses and utilities. So that is a lot you can already deduct there. Also, as a business, you'll be able to deduct your finance expenses. This includes your trading account fees, your bank account fees, your accountant fees, your bookkeeping fees, if you have a lawyer, your legal fees, and also your taxes. Yes, your business can pay for your taxes and count that as a deduction. There are also personal expenses that your business can pay for. This includes health insurance and also retirement plans. Certain retirement plans your business can pay for and it counts as a tax deduction. The last type of deduction I'm going to mention are conditional deductions. This includes travel, buying or leasing a car, the gas for it, hotel, meals, shows and conferences. So when I mean conditional, I mean that you can deduct these, but there are certain conditions that are required in order for you to make those deductions. So for traveling, pretty much it has to be a work-related travel. You can't go meet your friend. It has to be someone you're either going to work with. It can also be a conference or show that has to do with your work. That's how shows and conferences get thrown in there. And with cars and gas, those you can deduct, but it has to be related with work. And there are ways to deduct it. There's one where you count the miles used for work, and there's other ways to do it, but you can deduct those. It is a little complicated. Hotels and meals have to do with the traveling. If you do work-related travel, then you can deduct those. There are certain rules and exceptions to them if you travel for a vacation, right? There are different rules and stuff, and that's why it's good to have an accountant, or just make sure you do your research when you do make these deductions. But pretty much any expense on your business can count as a tax deduction. So like if your business has a social media and you post pictures on there and you get yourself a new camera, you can write off that camera. Also, if your computer or laptop breaks down and you hire someone to fix it, that can also count as a tax deduction. Last thing I want to mention are things that you definitely can't deduct, which are food, clothes, grooming, pet or pet care, and pretty much anything that's non-essential to your business, has zero to do with your business. While a lot of your expenses can count as a tax write-off, you do want to make sure that these deductions are allowed and that you are doing them properly. I will explain later in managing your business how to make these deductions properly, but you want to make sure that they are done correctly, because if you do get audited and you did mess up your deductions, this could be a problem. Now, the last thing you're going to want in order to start your stock trading business is steady profit. You can't write off profit if there's no profit. So your trading account shouldn't just be making profit in a year, but honestly, you should be expecting to make profit every month with your trading account before you think of starting a business. Now, the amount you should be making every month really depends on how many business expenses you're expecting to make. Obviously, the more business expenses you expect to have, the sooner you should start. That way you can write off most of your profit and end up paying little to no taxes. But if I had to pick a minimum of how much you should be making in a month, I would probably say minimum wage. You should be making at least $1,250 a month, which is minimum wage, before you think about starting your stock trading business, in my opinion. But again, everybody's different. If you are expecting to make a lot of business expenses, then incorporating sooner wouldn't be a bad idea. That way you're able to write off most of your profit and end up paying little to no taxes. So next, let's talk about how to form the business. If you remember in the beginning of the video, I showed you that list of entities that you can file your business as. In reality, I'm only going to talk about one, which is LLCs. Now, a majority of businesses do file as LLCs, and that's because they're extremely flexible, because there's very little regulation on them. On top of that, they are limited liabilities, which means you or anyone else in the LLC is not personally liable. Making an LLC is extremely easy. You can do it all online. All you'll need is a business name and a business address, which can just be your home address. Some of the websites that I would recommend for making an LLC are InkFile, Zen Business, Northwest, and Swift Filings. The cost of forming an LLC can vary. It really depends on the state you're filing in and also the duration of the process. Generally, it costs anywhere from $50 to $500 to make an LLC, and it takes anywhere from 2 weeks to 2 months. Again, it really depends on the cost and also the filing agency in the state. Once you've filed to make your LLC, you're going to need to have 3 pieces of paper in order to get going. One is a certificate of formation you're going to get from the state. 2 is the operating agreement explaining how your LLC operates. And 3 is the EIN number that you get from the IRS. You can think of these as your business's birth certificate, ID, and social security number. With these, you'll be able to open any account for the business. Now that you have your important documents, you'll be able to open up your business accounts. You really only need 2 types of accounts, a bank account and a stock trading account. Opening up a business bank account should be fairly easy. I know a few banks let you make them online. If not, you can just go into one of the branches and they'll make them for you. Now, for your stock trading account, you do have to make sure that it is under your business. This means that the platform that you're trading with, the account you're using, has to be an LLC account and not personal. I use TD Ameritrade for my business, but I know Charles Schwab and Fidelity allow you to also make business accounts. With your business accounts, it's crucial that they're made with the EIN number and not with your social security. This is how you're able to separate business from personal. With all your business accounts ready, you'll be able to link your business trading account to your business bank account. Make sure that all the funds going in and out of your business trading account are only coming and going to your business bank account. Now, your business bank account can be funded by your personal bank account, and you can also have your business fund your personal bank account. Keep in mind that if you are sending profit to your personal bank account, then it is subjected to taxes. All business expenses should be made on the business bank account. If you do make a business expense on your personal bank account, it will be difficult to deduct. Moral of the story is make sure you keep your business and personal separate. Now the last important step I'll mention with managing your business is taking care of taxes. I would highly recommend either getting a tax advisor or an accountant to take care of your taxes. These costs can range anywhere from $200 to $1,500. All they are going to need is the 1099 form that your trading account will give you after the end of the year, and your bank account statements. With this information, they'll be able to file your tax returns and take care of you and your business's taxes. So that's pretty much everything with managing your business. I will briefly say that you do have to pay a filing fee every year with the state, and that can be around like $150. On top of that, self-employment tax as a business can get pretty high. So what us companies do is we file our LLC to be taxed as an S Corp. This allows us not to pay self-employment tax, but we do have to then set up payroll to pay ourselves. So that's pretty much all the information that I've gathered these few years of running my stock trading business. If you guys have any questions on this video, please leave it in the comment section below. If you guys are interested in swing trading and want to learn about our strategy and also the picks that I make, you can join our Discord server, Sleep Easy Trades. Here you can also ask us any questions about swing trading or these videos. You can find the Discord link in the description below.